What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Relatable But Debatable. I'm Javon Hinton.
And I'm Wyatt Wilson. This is season 4, episode 5, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Let's go with 5. Let's go with it.
All right.
Been a minute since, but honestly, I'm done apologizing for the breaks.
Yeah,
Kind of had it, Just expect it from now on, I guess.
Inconsistency.
Yeah. What does Zendaya say in No Way Home?
If you expect disappointment, you'll never actually be disappointed.
Well, Bob's your uncle.
There you
go. So what's been going on?
So much.
I turned 21.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
How's it feel?
You know what's crazy? It feels exactly how you think it would feel.
No, you're definitely right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It really gets hyped up, but it's not really all that.
Well, no, it's just like, all right, now you can buy shit.
I guess, and that's not even really that exciting. I mean, it's kind of
you can also
like,
get into places you couldn't before.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Going to a bar and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like clubs.
Yeah, that experience is a little bit different than I thought it would be. But the whole just turning the big 2-1.
Yeah.
That's kind of just, I'm 1 year closer to my demise.
The thing is, you never actually know when that's going to be. So maybe it's not a matter of years, homie. You never know.
How old do you think you'll be when you die?
I'd rather just... I'm fine with not knowing. See, wasn't that a question one time? Like a would you rather question? Wasn't it like people were saying... somebody said, like, would you rather...
Did that?
Yeah, would you rather know when or how you die? And I'm like, neither.
Yeah, but which one would you choose, real quick? Because I don't know. I think I would choose... I would want to know how, I guess.
Same.
I don't know.
No, I would choose how, for sure, because I don't want to know when, because then now my life is on a clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen that movie?
But
have you seen that horror movie with the girl who plays fucking Gwen and fucking... No, not Gwen.
Huh?
Is it Gwen?
It's
From
about
You?
Emma Stone? Oh,
From You?
What?
You know the original, the blonde chick from You in the first season that he stalks?
Beck.
Beck.
Yeah.
Why did I think Gwen?
I don't know.
Wasn't her name Gwendolyn Beck or some shit? Anyway,
I don't know.
she plays in this movie Countdown, where you download this app and then it tells you how long you have to live.
Oh, wait.
Have you seen that shit?
Wait. What's it called?
Me and Ari watched it. Countdown.
I might have. It sounds very familiar.
Yeah, it's real mid. But that's the concept. Is like there's some demon or whatever, and you download the app, and then it just literally will say like 40 years, 13 months, what? 7 months.
13. So
you mean 41 years? Fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, anyway, to answer the would you rather question.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I would rather know how, because, like I said, if you know when, then your life is on a clock and you're just waiting for that day. But if you know how you're going to die, you're just never going to intentionally do whatever it is that killed you. Say it's like skydiving and like parachute fails. I'm just never going to fucking skydive. But somehow, some way, I'm going to have to someday.
That's the thing, because like as soon as you find out or whatever, then you try to avoid it. But then that's like fucking...
I feel like that's less...
You know what I mean?
I feel like that's less tedious on the mind than knowing the day, though.
That's why knowing the future is fucked up. Like if you knew some shit about the future somehow, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
No,
it seems
no,
like
yeah.
knowing something about the future could like really fuck you up mentally.
It's just too much, for sure. Because everything in life is so unexpected, and like there's no way to know what's supposed to happen.
Unless you're like really good at predicting shit, like me.
Really,
Yeah.
who's gonna win the election in 10 years?
When's 10 years? 2032.
You're so good at predicting. Let's see. Place your bets.
I'll predict the first name of the person.
Deal.
Shelly.
Shelly.
I'm guessing it's going to be like Shelly Goodman or some bullshit like that.
Shelly Goodman.
Yeah.
Which party?
Democrat for sure.
For sure. That just sounds like a Democrat. Shelly Goodman.
No, that actually kind of sounds like a Republican name.
Shelly Shelly does. And so I guess, yeah, the last name doesn't matter.
Although she'll get canceled because her last name has man in it.
And good.
And this podcast got really political.
All
Moving
right.
on.
Good man. What?
Dude, imagine having a president with the first name Shelly. That's so funny to me for some reason.
Okay, wait. We were talking about movies for a sec. I wanted to talk about another one.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know the name of it. But it's starring Eddie Murphy, and it's like he has a tree planted in his backyard, I believe. Okay, I saw this so long ago. But he's got a tree in the backyard, and with every word he says, a leaf falls off the tree, and once all the leaves are gone, he dies. Isn't that I think it's called like 10,000 words or something like that.
So, you see, I've never seen that movie, and I've also never heard of it. So.
Okay, but the point of me bringing it up was because I wanted to talk about the concept of, like, your words are limited, or there's, like, another thing I saw one time where it's, like, if you had every word that you've ever said tattooed on your body, would you be more careful with what you say? And kind of the same idea. So I don't know, just kind of want to talk about that in some aspect. Of like,
well, I think a lot of people would have like "dada," "goo goo gaga" like tattooed all over themselves because those are like your first words, right?
Yeah, I guess what I'm just trying to do is
God,
I'm
I'm
trying
such
to
a
ask
prick.
you, like, I'm trying to ask, how important do you think the words that we say are?
Oh, I think they're pretty important, especially now because not even words that you. I mean, so words that you say are important, but I'd even say words that you type could be even more important in a lot of people's lives.
Type?
You know, social media.
Or just
Twitter.
write?
Well, whatever. I'd say type more, honestly.
Yeah, well, that's more prominent.
I mean, it's the same fucking thing. What are we talking about here? But I don't know. I heard someone say that they think the world would be a lot better if there was no such thing as like anonymous accounts or like Finstas, fucking, you know what I mean? Like if everything you said online was attached to you directly and everyone could see that it was you because it was the law, people would be a lot more careful.
Oh, for sure.
And it would be different.
Yeah, well, those burner accounts are because it removes the accountability for them and whatever they say. Exactly. So they don't have to be responsible with what they say.
And most of those people are like the Twitter warriors. Like,
right.
Doing all the fucking, like, canceling and then also doing all the fucking cyberbullying and all that shit, you know? It's all just faceless bullshit names on the internet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fucking.
But do those words matter? Like the shit that they say, at the end of the day, does it have an effect?
Clearly it does.
It kind of does.
People are losing jobs and shit because of it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
Could be just some low life on their phone typing out some random ass shit and ruining somebody else's life.
It's crazy to me that, like, I don't know, this whole cancel culture. Wow, this podcast is like
What are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we
How
doing,
did we
man?
get to this? Anyway, the whole cancel culture, it's like, yeah, it's like maddening, but I think the most thing that I feel about that is like, I just think of how like bizarre it is
Hmm.
for like someone to come up into fame or some shit, like the guy on Flash, right? The guy who played the Plastic Man, the Elastic Man, whatever.
Okay.
He came up into the show. He became this character that everyone loved, and just because he was on the come up, people started digging into his past. You know who was the main person to fucking like dox him and shit?
Who?
Fucking Sky Jackson, I think is her name.
From Jesse?
Yes.
Lazuri?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. And then so
Well, what did
like,
he do in his past?
He had some
what's he
insensitive
canceled for?
jokes in like 2008.
See, this is. Let me just say something really fast
And-
here. If you are getting canceled over some shit from over 10 years ago, it should be bullshit.
Do you want to hear
Are you
something?
saying that a person's not capable of learning and growing and recovering from whatever broken mindset they had back
Right,
then? You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, that's discrediting everything that they've worked towards for their growth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
And
why
I
don't-
even think like
Dude.
like I saw some of the tweets and yeah, they were just insensitive, stupid jokes, right?
Yeah.
Like he clearly wasn't being serious about this shit, but like at the same time it's like, okay, dude, whatever. But then again, this is so long ago. And I was just listening to fucking John Bernthal's podcast today, and him and this girl, one of the girls from The Walking Dead were talking about this. She said that there was like some lady she knew who said like canceling some okay, how do I put it? It's like canceling something that someone said over 5 years ago, like it doesn't make sense, right?
So yeah,
So
that's
it's
what I
like,
was saying. Like 10
No.
is
no,
absurd.
listen,
Over
listen,
10 years,
listen.
but 5, even that's fair. Like, a lot can change in 5 years. A person can change a lot
Exactly.
in 5 years.
So it's like if they're getting attacked for something they said 7 years ago, I think that's enough time to where before you can fucking put this person to shame and stuff, you can look at the last 5 years of their lives and was there reform? Was there positive change or whatever? You know what I mean? Because I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago.
Absolutely not. Nobody is.
I memean, I'm pretty close, but a little more mature, if that's even possible. Like, I'm so mature, dude. I'm just a man's man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's crazy how much chest hair I have. Anyway, how did we get onto this topic?
The chest hair?
Bring us back, Javon. Bring us back to RBD here.
All right. Well, do you want to jump into some, like, would you rather questions?
Oh,
And
so
bring
you're
that
just gonna
back?
just stop. I thought you were gonna like kind of round out this whole little conversation we just had, but you know, I respect that. Sure.
Oh, sorry.
If you have
I
would you
could have
rather
had a
questions-
better transition there, man. I'm a little rusty. It's been several months.
I'm a little rusty too, but we kind of just went on a long tangent there.
You know what? And that's the best. That's the best. That's what people tune in for. Right?
That's what this podcast is about.
Exactly.
Chilling. Oh, by the way, let me just interject. If you guys are listening to this, I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you guys scroll down and leave a 5-star review. Go ahead and leave us a question down there in the reviews. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like, which shouldn't be anything. And yeah, just keep up the support. We love you guys. Just wanted to say that real quick.
Yeah. For sure.
Little call to action, you know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm like a
beautiful.
YouTuber in
It's
this bitch.
beautiful.
Fucking smash that subscribe button and just absolutely pummel the like button. You
And also leave a
fucking-
review.
Yeah, do
and a
that
rating.
too. Anyway, hit me with your...
Dude, I'm trying to remember how many of these like we've done. Okay, I'll ask you one and you let me know if I've already asked this one in the past episode.
All right.
Or if it sounds familiar.
Okay.
Okay. Have I asked you this? Would you rather laugh hysterically and rudely every time you see someone naked?
So you've never asked me this one.
Okay. Or
Yeah, I would remember.
fall in love with anyone you ever see naked.
Huh.
So you're either laughing hysterically and rudely anytime you see someone naked, or you fall in love with the person you see naked anytime.
See, here's the thing. I don't see a downside about the second one.
What?
What do you mean?
Like, you could fall in love with plenty of people that you've seen naked.
Well, just see one person naked and you're good.
But, like, what if it's not by choice? Like, you just accidentally walk in on somebody in a fitting room. Boom, they're naked. Now you're in love.
Well, love isn't really a choice anyway.
Nope. This is where you're wrong, homie, because love, I'm going to say the exact opposite. Love is a choice.
Okay.
Yep, it is.
I think the act of falling in love isn't a choice. Ha! Got you there. I fucking won, dude. Let's go.
No, actually, I kind of want to get into this now. Thank you. I would say that love is a choice because I believe in love as a verb, an action.
Okay.
Right? You have to choose to love someone. You have to choose to love something every single day, right? Let's say in a romantic relationship,
I get that.
you have to choose to love that person every single day, all the time, regardless of your feelings. You got to choose that, right? You're not always gonna feel like you just love this person. Sometimes you're gonna get on each other's nerves a little bit. That makes sense. However, hear me out, man. There's definitely some lines and borders, right? There's, certain toxic shit where you should just fucking let it go, right? But I'm talking about in unconditional love. That's where you choose each other every single day, regardless of circumstance, regardless of feelings, and you show up for each other.
Right.
Every single day. So that's why I believe in love as a choice, because you have to choose to love that person. And love is not a feeling. Love comes with feelings. Right? And those feelings, you can't choose. That's where you're coming from.
Let me ask you this question. What is the feeling of love?
Many. Good and bad.
Bad.
Well, I wouldn't say bad, but they're not always, the pretty, happy feelings.
Right.
It's sometimes love is like hardship. It's missing someone. It's wanting to do more for someone than you know that you're capable of.
Interesting.
Things like that. Like feelings that kind of hurt because but it's out of love.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. My point that I was trying to make was I think I agree with you that I'd say being in love is a choice. Falling in love, I don't think is a choice.
So what is falling in love? What does that mean?
I mean, how do you explain it, right? I mean, you meet someone, you start, in my experience, right, you start hanging out, and it's just good, and once you start feeling those feelings that you're just talking about, that's the act of falling in love. And then once you're in love, it's then a choice and a dedication, right?
Yeah. And the dedication is what's the choice.
Yes, I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I guess that's how I see it.
Now we're talking about unconditional love here.
Right.
And that's what I'm all about, man. That's
everyday agape.
Exactly.
There you go.
It's love as a choice.
Roundabout plug right here. This is actually an ad. This whole 19 minutes has been an ad for Everyday Agape.
Everyday Agape crew necks coming this
Kleenex?
fall. No, crew necks. You said Kleenex.
I thought you said Kleenex. I'm like, what, are you going to slap the fucking logo on a box or what?
No, on each and every tissue. Come on now.
Fuck.
Oh, man.
Man, this conversation, why are we getting so deep
doing,
on
man?
the
You know
way
what?
back?
I think it's because I missed you, man. We haven't done this in a minute, and I also
know.
really haven't seen you often. So it's good to just get these conversations going, man.
Let's catch up.
Podcast or not, man.
Let's catch up the people right now. What you
Yeah.
been up to
What
in
I've
the
been up
last
to?
week? Let's
The
just
last
start there.
week.
Let's
Okay.
start there.
I actually just flew in town a couple days ago because I was out in Michigan.
Right.
I was visiting family. Had a great time. I went with my mom, my aunt, my cousin and her friend, my other aunt and her daughter, and then we met up with a bunch of my family that's out in Michigan. And then my uncle from out here also flew out the next day to see everyone too. Everyone that lives out in Michigan. So we all
reunion right there.
Together. Yeah, a little mini one. We had just everyone together, like everyone, for my uncle's funeral.
Right.
Last month, like everyone came out, and that's when we planned for this trip. So
yeah,
that's another thing that's happened recently.
Yeah.
Man,
fuck.
Super unexpected. We don't have to get into it, but in the past
That's all
week,
up to you, man.
In the past week, I just got back into town, and then since I've been home, I've been back in the gym because for like the past 2-3 months now, I've been in the gym every day. But then out in Michigan, there wasn't really that opportunity.
Yeah.
But I still stayed active. I was outside doing push-ups, sit-ups, squats, running. Definitely got my miles in. But
yeah, that's all it takes right there.
Yeah, but to like the extent that I like to push myself, I like to be at home. I like to be in the gym, and I like to spend time up there.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
so
I
that's
think
what I've been up to.
I think just being in the gym will get you to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what they say is like the hardest part about going to the gym is actually going to the gym.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Once you're there, you're like, all right, let's get this work done.
Yeah.
But I really have fallen in love with it, man. It's been so different for me. I've never been a fitness guy, but like I love to just work out now. I do, and I eat better, a lot better. My diet's all cleaned up.
That's good, dude.
Not in Michigan though. I was eating like garbage on vacation, but I'm back at it. So
yeah, I mean, it's all about what's the word? Discipline.
Yes.
Like able to go out on a trip, eat some shit with the fam, and then come back and then be like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
you know what? That's a great word because that's like the word that's kind of been. You know what? I think we had this conversation one time where like if you could pick one word or one sentence, one phrase to be the title of a chapter in your life. You know what I mean? Because like a lot has happened in these past few months, right? Big changes for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like it's kind of turning a new page, starting a new chapter, right?
Yeah.
And so I look at it as this one, and if I were to title it under one word for this chapter in my life, there's a few, but one of them would be discipline.
Discipline, okay.
One of them would be discipline.
We've talked about this before.
I thought so. It sounds familiar.
I was gonna bring up something else. It's adjacent to this conversation,
Perfect.
right?
Yeah.
We've talked about this before with our friends, Justice and Jordan, and I think other people too.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask you, what are your like top qualities that you look for in like another person and in yourself?
That is a great question.
Because I have two. I'm just wondering what yours are.
You have two top qualities?
I have two things that like.
Didn't you just say 10?
No, I just said your top whatever.
Oh, okay.
I have two traits that if I see that in you, and I try to have it in my life, if I see that in you, I feel like I can connect to you.
Oh, wow. This is cool. Okay, so this is like not just in a romantic partner. It's just in relationships in general. Just like
this is just people.
Finding a person that you can connect with.
Right.
Just over anything. Okay. I look for somebody that's probably somebody that's chill, pretty laid back. I wouldn't say that this is like top though.
So
just kind of naming off some shit.
Here. I'll give you mine. I'll give you
examples.
mine so you can kind of think about it.
Yeah.
My top two traits that I look for in a person are honesty and integrity.
Okay. Yeah,
those are my
totally
top two.
different vibe from what I was
you're
going
like,
for there.
If you're chill,
somebody's
like,
chill, easy
honestly,
to talk to.
I could just, I fuck with it. And I'm over here like, you have to be like fucking Abraham Lincoln.
No, you know what? I have had this conversation with you. I remember you saying that those exact two ones.
Yeah, I know.
We talked about this in the car at the fucking Hagen parking lot.
Yeah,
on the
that's right.
And we were gonna go get dinner. I fucking remember this now.
That's
okay,
right.
there we go. I remember.
I don't know. I just thought of
Honesty
this.
and integrity. Me? Fuck.
I just think if someone has the strength to, how do I put it? Has the integrity to always be honest, I feel like I can connect to that person and become like close with them.
Definitely.
Someone who's kind of wishy-washy, I guess, about important things. I mean, if you're wishy-washy, like, well, where do you want to get food? I mean, I don't care. Like, that's whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're wishy-washy in a relationship, like you said, like with a friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, that's something that I feel like once you kind of show that, I don't know if I'll be as close to you, right?
Preaching to the choir, homie.
And honesty, the ability to like tell the truth even if the person doesn't want to hear it. That is like the main thing.
Come on. Yes.
And I learned that from my past like relationships and stuff. I found that once, and this is something that I found to be I think more important for myself, right?
Yeah.
If I'm honest with others, I find I'm more honest with myself, right?
Yeah.
So, and then also when you're always honest, you don't have to really like worry as much, you know? A lot of weight gets lifted.
No, you're right, because you're not getting caught up in these fucking lies.
Exactly.
You're not tripping over which word you said to this person and what did you say
exactly.
to them.
And with that comes stress.
What front am I putting up around this person or in this area or in this place? And what's this other persona that I put up in this different place with different people? You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you could be one way at work and then you could be one way at home.
Exactly. And that's being honest with yourself, with who you are. I think that's more
and you know
than
what?
being honest
you
with
know what?
others.
I'm so fucking happy to say this, that I have been working for a long time, for a few months now, to make that person the same everywhere. Like be just my most authentic self everywhere. I don't have to put up a front. I don't have to be somebody, pretend to be somebody that I'm not.
Yes.
And that's what one of my main focuses have been. One of them.
And that's what I'm saying. Those are my favorite kinds of people, because those people are being honest with me about who they are, right?
Exactly.
That's why I'm friends with you guys.
And you know what? This actually perfectly carries over to what I would say. I have one.
Okay, yes,
that I
perfect.
can think of right now.
Perfect.
One thing that I look for in a person and something that I try to be in myself is vulnerability. That is super important to me when I'm trying to connect with someone, because I believe that vulnerability is the bridge to authentic connection, right? So if you're vulnerable and you're able to be your authentic self around me and you're able to give me like pieces of you that are important to you, like you're able to be yourself and communicate your feelings, your past experiences, your thoughts on whatever it may be. If we can sit and have a talk, you know, not just, you know, face to face, but really heart to heart.
Yes.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yes, exactly. Like you can connect on an intellectual level, but where the deep connections come from are emotional.
Dude, yes.
At the same time.
Get this. See, the connection, it's not just about what you said, the intellectual connection. Sometimes, like, you can be that with anybody. You can have the intellectual connection with anyone.
That can be good. You need that stimulation.
Yes.
Right?
But something that's even more, like, desirable would be the spiritual connection.
Right.
Something that's deeper, because I've been listening to this other podcast lately. It's called In Hindsight. And something he talks about...
Shut up.
it's a great podcast. You guys should check it out. Something he talks about is the inner environment, right? Everything that happens in the outer world, in your external environment, what happens like just in life. That's the external environment. But the inner environment, that's what happens inside you. There's like a whole separate like ecosystem almost going on inside of your your mind, your heart.
Well, yeah, that's left brain, right brain.
Yeah.
You know.
But do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's a whole separate. He explains it so much better than me. You guys should go check it out. The episode's literally called Inner Environment, and it's just about like there's things that we do in life that are strictly pleasurable to the flesh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things that you do or consume or participate in because it's pleasurable instantly. It's that instant gratification.
Yeah.
That everybody seems so fucking hooked on these days, right?
Yeah.
But that's not always what's best for your inner environment. Whatever is happening inside, meaning like internal battles, these struggles that you have, or maybe insecurities, maybe anxieties.
Yeah.
What are you doing to help that? You know what I mean? Because often the things that we're doing in the external environment aren't necessarily beneficial to our inner environment. But it's just a little tangent.
I think probably the most important step in that process, addressing your like inner environment, would be being able to look in the mirror and say, I see this problem.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, you have to
That's
recognize it. And you have to want to
That's
recognize
the first
it. That's
step
the thing.
and the hardest step.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so we're granolas now.
It kind of sounds like it, huh?
I haven't talked about anything like this in so long.
I've been needing to, man, because it's just all that goes on in my head lately.
Yeah,
Honestly.
right.
Well, not all, but a majority, right? And it's because I'm also listening to that other podcast, and he just puts me in that zone.
What is it called?
It's called In Hindsight.
In hindsight.
He goes by Hines.
Hines.
Get it?
I get it.
Yeah. And he's like super spiritual and shit. I fucking love it, dude. He's like, yes, I love this guy.
Right. Yeah, vulnerability, I guess. That is also... That's a pretty good trait to have.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say knowing when to turn on that switch is also important. Because sometimes it's like, okay, now is not the time. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yes, dude, thank you. That's another thing, is that you don't want to be like fucking trauma dumping all the time.
Yeah. And
You
I
don't
think
wanna-
that's just maturity, honestly.
Yeah.
Because immaturity is like, okay, everyone's thinking about me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I think with age comes the ability to know when to...
Maybe not just age, but just like experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, life experience.
Sure. Or just like, yeah. I guess that's age. A little bit.
No, honestly, no. You can have There's some people who have a fuck ton of life experience before they're even like our age. They go through some shit, some trauma, like you were saying, or some deep shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they could probably teach me things. They could probably teach you things. You know what I mean? It's different for everyone.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't believe that elders are superior just because they're older.
No. Yeah.
I don't think that.
But I also think respecting the elders is a big thing.
Of course. Saying like sir and ma'am.
Because I'd say 99% of the time they know more, you know? They've
just
had
because
so
they've been
much
around
more.
longer. They had more time to figure shit out. That's all.
Right.
That's all. But somebody, like you were just saying, somebody younger could have been exposed to the same experiences or similar. That they had to learn the same lessons.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have as many years as they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe they have certain experiences in other realms that are like more so than those elders.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like everyone's different, right?
Yeah.
Because no one's life is the same. We're all snowflakes. We're all different. We all got our own sets
That's
of...
what you meant.
we all got our own sets of fingerprints, you know. We're all different in one way or another. But I think if you got vulnerability, you got honesty, you got integrity, those three things, like, if someone has that, I think I could become very close with them, you know?
Right.
Just to round that out, you know?
Just out of curiosity, where would you rank loyalty?
Loyalty's got to be up there, because I think with honesty and integrity comes loyalty.
No, yep, you're definitely right.
It's
You're
pretty
definitely right.
hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. You can say the same about vulnerability.
That's also true. But I'd say the main difference is like, how do I explain this? Like, you could be honest with this person, be there for them and stuff, and switch up a year later. You know what I mean? It's loyalty is, you know what loyalty is? Elongated integrity.
So it's a byproduct
of practicing those.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
We're spinning bars now, dude.
Because
yes.
I think loyalty, if you practice those,
loyalty isn't a trait; it is an earned title almost.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'd say you got loyalty, and then you got like honesty and integrity are attributes of loyalty.
Oof. Dude,
right?
This is, yes, I like where we're going with this. Let's keep going down this path. I like this.
What happened to the shit jokes and Baja Blast enemas?
Dude, you never know what to expect with RBD, all right? You're either getting some deep-ass talks or you're getting some Marvel nerd talk.
Exactly, yeah,
or you're getting just stupid-ass shit jokes. You know what I mean? But that's just us, man. That's the realism of the friendship and the bond that comes through on these episodes.
I know, dude. This is like a fucking brotherhood, and it's like a brotherhood with the fucking listeners too. You guys might not be able to talk back to us right now, but you're here with us.
But
right?
no, have you ever?
You're sitting at the end of this bed. Mm-hmm. You're in your car, but I'm secretly behind you talking to Javon. I'm in your head, right? I'm like Jiminy Cricket in this bitch, or we are.
Yeah.
You're like,
dude, they're making a new fucking Pinocchio movie. Did you see that?
Is it live action?
It's live action.
That's ass.
And it's going to be premiered on Disney Plus.
Hey, how about stop making live action versions of bullshit?
Yeah, I don't know. Just make new classics. Dog.
Like Cinderella, okay, right?
I didn't see that one actually.
But once you get into like Lion King live action, I'm like, okay, what's really going on here? You know what I mean?
They just got
You're literally CGIing lions. CGI.
No, and actually, like, it looks cool. Like that movie, visually, it's not too
bad. But like, if you think of like the concept and like the conversation of like, what if we made Lion King live action, and just like these two baked executives are like, what?
They're just sitting there watching like Discovery Channel, some like documentary. They're like, it's like the African savannah. You're like, yeah. What if we did some shit like that? What do we have that's something like this? They're like, well, let's see. We got.
They're watching lions rip the esophagus out of a zebra or a zebra, and they're like, you know what, Simba.
They're like, we definitely need to make a Lion King live action.
Dude, and I know the perfect people to voice Beyonce and Donald Glover. The perfect people.
All right, that's great, but who's going to be Timon and Pumbaa, the real stars of the show? Huh? Who is that going to be? Because if you think it's going to be Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen, you're absolutely fucking right. Are you kidding me? Seth Rogen as fucking Pumbaa? Wow. That is perfect.
Oh my god.
They're like, okay, this is great. We're on a roll here. What else can we make? Live action Jungle Book. Like,
you know, sure. Like, I don't know.
Did you see that one?
Honestly, I think live action Jungle Book is better than live action Pinocchio, dude. I don't want to look at a wooden boy.
No, they've done so many like Pinocchio movies actually. Did you see that most recent? When did it come out? There was a Pinocchio movie that came out pretty recently.
I don't know.
It was animated.
It's like,
but it was
story
like, dude, no,
so old.
Do you remember? It was the voice of Pinocchio went fucking viral because he sounded like really funny.
Okay. Okay. Anyway. He sounded like really funny.
Well, yeah. All right. Moving on.
I don't know, dude. It's like make new shit, you know?
No, yeah,
They're
that's what I was
just
saying.
farming these old fucking classics. They're just like, yeah, how much money can we make off of this one story? We don't even have to write anything. All we have to do is just hire people to act, and we're good.
Yeah, dude, I watched a movie on the plane. It was pretty good. It was called Yesterday, the Beatles movie.
Oh, I don't. The concept of that movie is just kind of like, okay.
No, I'm saying like it was watchable and I enjoyed it, but it definitely wasn't like a great movie. You know what I mean? It was good.
There's a lot of things that are watchable but not great.
Yeah,
Final Destination, for example.
never seen it, but I liked the concept of it. I was like, this is kind of cool. Like this guy is an aspiring musician, and then all of a sudden nobody knows who the Beatles are. So now he's gonna just cop their entire flow, bar for bar, word for word.
See, that's kind of fucked up.
It is a little bit.
Fuck
it. Is.
It. Oh, isn't the whole like joke at the end of the movie? They're like, "What's Harry Potter?" Isn't that like a joke at the end of the movie? It's like
there's a lot of moments like that throughout the movie. They're like,
oh,
because he's like, he was at a restaurant, he ordered Coke, and they're like, Pepsi okay? And we were just talking about this, like, I guess. But
yeah.
they were like, it wasn't even just like that though. He was like, can I get a Coke? And they're like, what? And he's like Coke. And they thought he meant cocaine because Coke doesn't exist anymore, just like the Beatles don't. And
I don't know.
Anyway,
I mean, that's just kind of like that's like a long episode of What If.
what?
Right? What if the Beatles never existed?
Then neither would Coca-Cola. What?
You know what I'm saying or not?
No, I do know what you're saying.
Okay, thank
you. But I'm
you.
just like, why? There was something else. It must have been the Harry Potter thing. Like Harry Potter
I thought that
also
was like the
invented it.
whole like thing is just right at the end. He says something and then they're like, "What?" And it's Harry Potter or something.
No, there's like some theories about that movie. Like, because what happens is I guess I'll put a little spoiler alert. What happens in this movie is that he gets hit by a bus. Like all the power goes out in the world at the same time. Fucking weird. And then he's riding on a bike, and it's nighttime, and then he ends up getting hit by a bus. And then he wakes up in the hospital. He's like missing a couple teeth. And he's all like scuffed up, bruised up. But then he slowly learns that people don't remember the Beatles, and then he ends up making a little EP using some of their songs. One of them being "Let It Be," and he ended up like just becoming just this huge star using the Beatles songs as like his own.
That's kind of savage.
And then like the end of the movie, no, in the movie, a couple of people remembered as well. And so they like went to one of his concerts for like his album debut, and they were like, we are the only three in the world, like him and those two, that remember, and we can't sing, so we're just so grateful that you're keeping their music here.
Oh, they were grateful.
Yeah, they were like praising him. I was like, what? And anyways, I'm pretty sure like the
that
theory
makes
of the
sense.
movie is like he died when he got hit by the bus, and this is all just like
Oh, it's like a dream.
type thing. Yeah. Or he went to his heaven, whatever. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that ends and you don't really have any clarity on what the fuck happened. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Those kind of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty decent.
Like any space movie. You're
Space
just like,
Odyssey.
What?
Remember watching that movie
Yeah.
in sci-fi?
The first 10 minutes is just like apes going. So that's
No,
like
what happened? Didn't he like throw a bone in the sky and then it just was a spaceship? Hard cut to a spaceship. Like the bone was flipping in the sky and then whoop, it's a spaceship
Oh, was
now.
it? I don't remember that.
I just remember we watched that shit in sci-fi and everyone was like, what the fuck just happened?
I just remember like the monolith thing, you know?
What?
The like monolith. It's like a big chrome fucking cylinder looking motherfucking thing. It's like,
Okay.
and I was like, oh, what is that? Oh, but it ends up being like the aliens put it there and shit.
Speaking of aliens, you seen Nope, right?
Yeah.
Fire.
Did you say fire or fuck?
Fire.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a good movie.
I like those Jordan Peele films.
Yeah. Well,
You know me, man. I be watching movies.
Yeah. We can talk about them too, but like, you asked me what I've been doing this past week. I answered. I never asked you back. My fault. What's new with you in the past week, or is there any big updates that you want to tell everybody about?
Not really. I mean, I've been just like working.
Yeah. Well, how about your trip to Montana? How was that?
Oh yeah, took a little road trip with my girlfriend to Montana to see her family and hang out in Montana. And it was hot. Yeah.
Dude, it's been hot everywhere.
Yeah. It's hot.
It's hot in the world right now.
But man, it's like it's so nice over there, dude. It's like, what the fuck? Where did we go wrong? And like, so they live outside of Missoula, which is one of the main cities, I guess, in Montana. And we go walking downtown Missoula like the first day, right? Yeah. Immediately, the first thing I notice is, wow, it's so much more clean here than any fucking city in Washington.
I have something to say,
dude. Actually. It is so clean.
Like, how so? Like, just like
no people laying in the street, no trash, dude. I swear to God, it's like what the fuck?
Okay, so it sounds like the exact opposite of my experience when I went down to Portland like a month ago.
I don't like Portland, really. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's cool. Sorry. It's cool to go down there.
I guess it's just cool to go somewhere different and just being somewhere else. It doesn't have to be Portland. It's just where we're at.
You're right.
But when I went to Portland, dude, I just remember I took the train down there, and then I got off the train, and I'm just walking around.
How long's the train ride?
Dude, I think it was like 4 to 6 hours. I can't remember. I think it was like almost 6 hours.
What made you take a train?
It's just what we decided to do. We just booked some train tickets. I need to pay someone back for that still. Fuck. My bad.
Hey, bro, integrity. What the fuck?
No, dude, I just honestly forgot, but it's actually kind of spendy. But I need to pay them back.
Who is it?
Andy.
Fucking Andy.
Dude, they're in
Andy,
Canada.
Come get your money. He's not giving it to you.
I can't remember the exact number. I'm going to text him. But anyway, I went to Portland. Took the train, got off the train, and I remember the first thing I thought when I got off the train, I took a big old deep breath.
It smells like piss. Yep.
Absolute piss. Okay, that was my first thought. But fucking dude. Like all day I'm just walking around. There's so many homeless people. And like you said, it's just dirty. Just dirty, dude. There's just litter and there's just garbage and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking like syringes. The fuck?
Yeah.
And then another thing. Like all day, dude, it's just every time I'm outside, it's just hot as fuck. Just so hot. Just like too hot, okay?
Right.
And so we're just walking around, and then we're on the way back to the train station at the end of the day to, catch the train home. And so I walk, and then I just see this guy, he's just loaded on some shit. Motherfucker's just pants down, pissing on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's why it smells like that here, huh? Like, this is probably a normal occurrence for multiple people.
Detective Javon.
No, it was just like deductive reasoning.
Smoking his cigarette, fucking. I think I may have cracked it. He's got
it's like noir,
fedora,
black and white
fedora with a fucking what are those fucking bullshit jackets? The rain, what are they called? Fuck.
A trench coat.
I'm fucking it up. Trench coat.
There
yeah.
You go.
With an old fucking suit on with like a diagonal striped tie on.
Dude, you're getting very descriptive here. Are you trying to be an author?
I may have. It's one of those things. It's like that idea is so crazy it might just work. And the guy's just pissing next to you.
I'm just pulling off a cigar.
You got bullshit glasses on, fucking sunglasses on. It's night.
I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that's why it smells like that.
Why
right
do
now.
you have that accent?
Because I'm just going. Anyway,
Is that your detective accent?
it is. That's how I imagine a detective to sound. Thank you very much.
Like 1930s.
That's what I'm trying to go for here. The black and white noir.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that even funnier?
Whenever I
And
think.
then it just pans out, and it's just me standing next to this dude, ass out, pissing on the side of the road, and then it just cuts to just like normal day.
Dude, it's a wide shot. You're standing behind him. He's just pissing. And you're just standing there. I got an idea. Like,
I think
you have to be smoking a cigarette. All detectives smoke cigarettes. It's a known
or a
fact.
pipe. It's like an old.
That's good too. Yeah,
Pipe.
that's real old school. To fucking. You know when they do that, go.
Just fucking, you're doing this shit to the top of it.
Yeah. They like wet the tip, fucking. Why did they make that bullshit noise? Fucking inhaling. Oh man, I'm real dumb. But you know, that's what this podcast is.
It's a good mix of everything.
Dude, I just love thinking about you in a trench coat, fedora, sunglasses, and it's nighttime. That's so funny to
Dude,
me.
I can make that happen.
You should do it.
I will. If you love thinking about it, I'll make it happen. I will get that outfit. I have most of that outfit.
Really?
Yeah. I
What are
just
you
need it to be
missing?
Nighttime.
It is nighttime.
There we go.
What do you mean?
I'll just go get dressed.
You got cigarettes?
No, that's what I'm missing.
Okay.
I also don't have a trench coat. What?
Why don't we have trench coats, dude? We should all get trench coats.
No. You know what? Actually, I went to a thrift store one time with Justice to get some.
I was there.
Oh yeah.
And he had the London fog or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Actually, like some nice trench coats.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe not trench coats.
I don't know. Those are kind of drippy.
Like Matrix style.
Yeah, those are extra drippy because that's like you're going for some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking me and Ari wore that for Halloween.
Oh yeah.
And she had that long ass black jacket on, like Trinity. It's basically a cape with sleeves.
So a robe.
Yeah, basically. It's basically a robe but different.
A cape with sleeves is crazy, dude. That's a crazy description.
Cape with sleeves.
Yeah. That would look goofy if it was just like sleeves and then it turned into a cape. Like there wasn't a jacket.
Something about a cape with sleeves gets me going, man.
Yeah. Really?
I like describing shit. It's fun.
All right. Describe. I was going to say like a number 2 pencil.
That's kind of dumb.
It is.
So,
It is
you know
the
what's
first thing that came to
crazy?
mind.
I've been into like space and stuff recently.
Really?
Yeah, I got this app. I don't know what it's called. And you like point it up in the sky and it tells you what stars and like what constellations and shit are up there, right? And
Co-star.
no.
Oh. It's not like zodiac shit?
No, it's like actual, I'm looking at space.
Astronomy.
Yes.
Oh.
And I did it like literally for like 10 days straight, like probably a couple weeks ago at my house. And I got to the point where like I could look up into the sky at like 10:30 at night and I could be like, oh, that star is that. That star is that. That's Saturn. That's Jupiter. I could like point out the shit. Because it's most of the stars are like the same at night. They're just arranged differently. But if you can find the corresponding stars, you can know what is what.
Really?
Right.
So I only know like a couple constellations. Like the Big Dipper.
Well, the main
Little
ones you
Dipper.
got are all the zodiacs, right?
Oh, are they named after the zodiacs?
You got Capricorn, you got fucking Aquarius.
Really?
You got all those.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they were named after the zodiacs.
No, the zodiacs are named after those.
No, that's what I mean. I didn't know that. Okay. Listen.
Yo, astrology, they based astrology. Wait, how do I put this? They based the stars off of astrology.
Yeah. They put those up there.
Yeah,
To
right.
match.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Some of
I
those
was gonna say,
constellations are bullshit, dude. Like one of them is literally like a half dude, half shrimp looking fucking thing or something.
what?
They're really dumb. How do you hold on? Let me ask
No,
you.
you know
This.
what? That's just us as humans trying to perceive something and make it make sense, right?
I know.
Stars have been around and they're just separate universes. Fucking way too far away.
No.
Just way too far away.
No.
Isn't that what stars are?
No, they're stars, is what they are.
What are okay? Not
The
all
sun
stars.
is a star.
Okay, yes, but not okay. That's what I'm trying to say here. Is that like isn't stars like just other universes' suns?
No. See, you're getting a little mixed up here, right?
Okay.
So the Milky Way is our galaxy, right? We are in the Milky Way. The sun is
Or
our
galaxy is what I meant. Fuck. Okay, go ahead.
the star in our solar system is the sun. All those stars are basically other fucking suns.
That's what I was saying.
No, it's not what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
You were saying they were the sun of a different universe. They're the sun of a different solar system.
That's what I meant. See, I didn't. I shouldn't have said a universe.
Okay.
That was just. I tripped up my words there. I can own that.
At the center of our galaxy and at the center of every galaxy is a black hole, right? And we actually recently, us humans, have pictured a black hole for the first time in history. We did it like a couple years ago. Have you seen the picture?
Of
A black hole. The black hole. They took a picture of it.
I don't know if I did. NASA's
like-
been posting a lot of pictures.
It's
lately,
like
man.
it looks like
What kind of cameras are they putting in space?
it looks like ringworm. It's like
What? Dude,
It's
no.
like a
What kind of
red
cameras are they putting in space on some real shit? What are they putting up there to take the pictures that NASA has been posting?
fucking Canon. Have you seen those
Just a fucking-
Canon commercials?
It's just like
Canon.
NASA pictures filmed on an iPhone.
Yeah, dude, those fucking pictures of like the rover on Mars, that shit is so mind-blowing to me. Like that's a different fucking planet.
Well, yeah.
It's so crazy to think about.
Yeah, NASA's in their bag right now.
They have some crazy shit. How about the fact that like if you're rich, you can just go to space?
That's not necessarily true.
Jeff Bezos did it. You think he knows anything about being in space?
No.
He went up there.
Isn't Elon Musk working on that?
Yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure you can purchase.
So, who's the next billionaire to go to space?
I don't even know any billionaires.
Me either.
Mark Cuban, is he a billionaire?
I think he might be. I think
He's
like
bringing the
hella
Mavericks to space, baby. The Dallas Mavericks are going to space.
rich. Yeah.
The real life Space Jam.
That would go hard.
What the fuck was I gonna ask you? Oh yeah, what do you think about like people who are super into like astrology and shit? Like
Dude.
like when they meet someone, the first thing they ask is like, "What's your sign?"
Okay, I don't think anybody that's like super into it, that's like the first thing that they ask. From my experience.
Oh.
Well, you know what? You know what? You know what? Now that I think about it. Let's see. I got a complicated opinion on this, okay?
Okay.
Because
Complicated.
number one, I think
Okay.
it's a little bit annoying. But
Right.
number two, I think like the people in my life, at least, that are really into it are fucking really cool. So,
Right.
like, I don't know.
I just don't believe in it like at all.
Really?
Just
Not even a little.
straight
Well, the
up.
thing is, I had someone read my shit to me and like tell me what everything meant, like my sun, my moon, my rising, all that fucking shit. I had them read them to me and what they meant. Like they like know so much about it, so they just kind of told me like, "Oh, your chart is this, so this is what this means. You probably da 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 da." And I'm just like, okay, either you really fucking know me and this is all like some bullshit, or this shit is some real shit.
I
Because
don't
I
know.
never really believed in it either, and I told him that I was like, I don't really believe in this shit like heavy like that, you know.
I
But
don't
I
know.
think,
That's just some predetermined destiny stuff.
are
I
you
don't
sure?
know.
Because like a lot of
'Cause
it's very accurate.
Well, it's vaguely accurate. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
I
That was
think
the perfect plan of words.
you
dude.
are not you're not accumulation of being born at a time and place, whatever.
You don't think that the universe,
you and your
meaning-
experiences, you are accumulation
Huh?
of the people you surround yourself with. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and it's not the fucking stars, right? It's who you're with. Those determine your experiences. What you
Yes.
do and who you're with.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that reading a fucking
But my question
table like will tell you
is,
some
you don't
shit.
think that the stars or the moon or anything like that has any influence on us as people? In the way
I think
that
maybe
we
the moon
are.
does, but no.
You think the moon?
Well, the moon like literally affects fucking like tides and shit,
Yeah.
and that can affect stuff. I
So
guess.
do you think it affects us, like emotionally, or whatever it is that it does?
Well, I guess like if the moon is out, I'm tired. You know.
Well, why do people say like if there's a full moon, some weird shit's gonna happen? Some weird shit's gonna happen. It's a full moon. Oh, it's a blood moon.
I don't know. That's just like a superstition, isn't it?
I don't know,
kind
man, because it kind of adds up.
Does it though?
Shit goes weird on full moons.
Does it though?
Yeah, in my experience, a couple times.
Like what?
Eh,
Share me a ghost story.
I don't have any,
Exactly.
but let's just say
I don't know.
some nights when full moons happen, shit gets weird.
I don't know. It just, I guess in my life,
I'm just a
I've
werewolf.
never been. Yeah, you're like shit does get freaky for me in the moon
Yeah,
when the
dude.
moon comes out. Dude. I'm telling you what, I get big and hairy.
And then I become a wolf. No, go ahead.
What I was just saying, like, I don't know. I don't think any of my fucking personality
No, I
or
agree with you.
mood has anything to do with the fucking stars.
The thing is, here I'm gonna take it a step further. I agree with what you said. I think that you are the accumulation of the people you surround yourself with, right? Isn't it the thing that's like you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with?
Right.
Like that's what makes your
Yeah,
or
that's some
that
shit.
makes your personality or some shit
Isn't
like
that what fucking Tupac said? He's like
Probably.
something about this whatever. I get
that.
it.
Okay,
what were you saying?
what I was saying is, I think that that's part of it, yes, but also with this new digital age, I think that social media is a huge influence on how people act and the way that they are. Well, I mean, obviously, that was a stupid statement, but what I'm trying to say is, I think that that also plays into who people choose to become, as well as the people they surround themselves with. Like they have idols that they follow on social media, or just people that they look up to, and so then they start to act accordingly because they want to be like that person, or they want to be like their friends, things like that, and that's how you become just whoever the fuck you are. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, I think I mean, that's just what it is. You're an accumulation of the people you meet and interact with.
And the people you look up to. I would say that has a huge influence.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, in this day and age, that can mean a lot of things,
It could be anyone, dude.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually like fucked up because you don't even actually know that person. If you're like looking up to fucking Tom Cruise or some shit, like you don't actually know him.
No.
You just see him on a talk show and be like, I want to be like that.
Or that
You don't fucking
or
know
that
him?
persona that they're putting on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I feel like definitely a lot of people in Hollywood are like who they are in real life is just another character they're playing.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not just like actors either. I think that a lot of people, like a lot of celebrities even, are just characters.
Right.
You can kind of see who's, and that's why like there's certain people you fuck with more, and it's the ones that are more authentic, the ones that are who actually made a name for themselves. You know what I mean?
It's the ones with kind of like the god complex are the ones that it's like just like stay away, you know?
Yeah.
Because they've been put on this pedestal for so long, they feel like they'd, you know, that whole thing. But yeah, the actual genuine people and stuff, I could see looking up to that, but like I said, because I put my certain attributes so high, that's what I strive for. I look for that in someone, then that becomes a role model, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how my brain works. Fuck if I know. Maybe look up to whoever you want. I look up to Patrick Bateman.
Dude.
Sorry. Anyway, so back to comics. What comics you been reading lately?
Comics.
Yeah. We got to nerd out for a minute here.
Sure. Well, I haven't really been reading any comics. I've never really been one to read comics too much. I'm just really into like the comic book stuff.
Have you watched She-Hulk yet?
Yeah, the first one. The next episode comes out. It's 11:11 right now. Make a wish. But in like an hour at midnight is when the new episode comes out.
Yeah.
It's 11:11 right now, dude. That's crazy. Right when I check the time.
What did you think of the first episode?
The first episode, it was fine. CGI. That's
Really?
my opinion. Yes. I don't know. I watched it in Michigan. I was like super jet lagged, but
So you're already like you're starting the show like, oh, fuck me, I don't want to fucking watch this.
well, no, I had it downloaded to watch on the plane, and guess what? Didn't fucking work, dude. I don't know. I downloaded movies on Disney Plus. I was gonna watch Lightyear and She-Hulk, and a couple of the new episodes of High School Musical because that new season's out right now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
There's a couple new episodes. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. This season, it's just not it.
See, I watched the first season and then I stopped.
And you were probably right to do that.
Dude, I'm fucking savage when it comes to TV shows. Dude, I'm such a fucking gangster when it comes to watching TV shows. Dude, I'll get to the final episode and I'll stop watching.
That's me.
Dude,
that's me. I still haven't finished Stranger Things.
That's so disrespectful, dude, to get to the last episode of the season and be like, oh, fuck it.
You could see how it ends, but
so disrespectful. Oh my god.
Not worth my time. I don't care.
And you don't do it on purpose, but then you're like, oh man, I gotta watch that. But then you never do.
Yeah, that's me right now. I still haven't seen Stranger Things.
You never finished the finale?
The last two.
The last two?
Yeah, I didn't.
Dude, that's like 4 hours of content.
That's why. I was just like, dude, I don't want to do this.
It's really good though.
I just didn't want to be in my room or just sitting down.
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
I wanted to go do shit.
I feel you, yeah.
Stay busy, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. So She-Hulk came out. What did you think about it?
I haven't watched it.
Oh. Well, the next episode comes out in an hour.
I know.
You got 2 to catch up on now.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just
so
gonna kind of
without saying
wait
anything,
and then
because
watch it.
I'm sure you don't care about spoilers or anything. But like honestly, I couldn't even spoil anything for you. Not a lot happens yet. That's not true. That's not true.
Doesn't she get her powers?
Yeah. So there's some things that happen in this episode, but I did notice that the CGI, it looks like a video game. You know what I mean?
So
it's not top tier like it should be.
Here's something that I found actually interesting. I listened to this podcast and they actually like talked about this for a minute. And they brought up something that I hadn't thought about. I think maybe a part of, and this is not in a sexist way, I think maybe a part of the CGI why no, seriously, this is
just the way. If you have to preface a statement by saying, and not to be sexist.
Dude, it sounds so much like an incel. So listen.
Okay, not to be sexist or anything.
Listen, this is serious.
But it's a girl in the show, dude.
It's not like that. It's not like that. Just listen. So I think the difference between why She-Hulk doesn't look as good as regular Hulk
No, that okay.
is
Go ahead.
because she's a woman.
Sure.
She has the smoother skin, and Mark Ruffalo's got the wrinkles, he's got the pores, he's got the beard. You can give him texture. She doesn't have any texture because she's got such a good skin routine. They do the CGI and she looks like fucking smooth, right?
Okay, I'm gonna take this a step.
Do you understand? That's not sexist, right?
No, it's not. It's not.
Right? She's a pretty girl and he's an old man.
Women
There's a
are
difference.
just smoother. And it's
Exactly.
good.
And that I think that doesn't come off as well in CGI.
But I'm gonna go ahead and just debunk your entire argument because Mark Ruffalo's Hulk looks like shit too.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It
Oh,
looks like
shit.
the Avengers deleted scene, like video game graphics.
But everyone's saying, I thought people were saying like
There's some parts where it looks fine, right? And you kind of have to because you're using a major character. One of
Yeah.
the fucking original 6 at that.
Literally, like
You
one of
have
the
to make
biggest
it look
people in
good.
Marvel.
But no, you can definitely tell that there's parts where it just like doesn't. It just doesn't work.
I think everyone's on the same page that like the Incredible Hulk design was like a lot better.
No, I liked the first Avengers Hulk.
Really? I
That was
never really
badass.
did.
That was my favorite. That's my favorite Hulk. Although
Really?
my favorite like Hulk movie is obviously the Incredible Hulk. Like that is my favorite iteration of the Hulk. But Mark Ruffalo's Hulk in Avengers, the first one, is my favorite looking and just overall feel. Like, yeah, that feels like the Hulk. You know what I mean?
See, the Hulk character in the first Avengers is like the exact. Okay. The most interesting part about the Hulk character is the inner conflict, right? I get
Yes.
angry, I turn into a fucking monster.
That's the best.
They did that so well in fucking Avengers. And then since then, they just strayed away.
They just ditched that whole
They
idea,
just said,
bro.
fuck that. And now he's just like, I see this as an absolute win. And I'm just like, I'm going to fucking shoot myself. This sucks. I want to see Hulk body some people, not go like, not have Skechers on, you know? Like, dude,
In a jumpsuit.
you know what I'm saying?
Glasses. What the fuck, man?
You know what I mean? They massacred my boy.
Hulk with a shirt is just weird. Like a form-fitting shirt.
Just that
You know?
that inner conflict is so much better. He's like, I put a bullet in my mouth and the other guy spat it out. It's just like that shit hits you, you know?
That's fucking hard.
But now
As
he's just
fuck.
like in Ragnarok talking about no. He's like a fucking toddler,
Oh,
basically.
the Hulk.
You know, it's like
Yeah, I think that his character kind of started to get ruined there, but just absolutely got nerfed at like kind of honestly since Age of Ultron.
yeah.
His character's kind of been nerfed.
No, you know what it is? It's the slowest character assassination of all time.
Or they're just like, dude, I don't know. Because I think that they're going to set up the Hulk to have like, pretty soon they're going to get the rights back. Because what was it, like 10 years? That it had to stay with Universal. And then it's going to go over to Disney. The rights for the Hulk. So that way they
For
can
a
use
movie.
it to make MCU movies. Like to get his own solo movie. And I think that they're going to
Isn't
gear up
it-
for World War Hulk. I think that's what they're doing with his character.
Interesting.
But, dude, honestly, at the same time, I could see them after this show just kind of being done with Banner, which is so dumb. So dumb. I'd be so fucking pissed if they did that. But I could see them doing that. And then, like, we've been talking about all these different, like, people in these different Disney Plus shows are going to take over
Yeah.
the mantles. Like, She-Hulk is going to be the next Hulk instead of Mark Ruffalo.
Right.
I could see that happening because he's kind of getting old, right? Unless they do like the Maestro fucking shit and make like an old Hulk
Yeah.
and World War Hulk. That'd be kind of crazy.
I have an interesting fan cast for you. And this person actually fan casted themselves by saying that they would want to play this character.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
You
For
do.
Marvel?
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're going to say.
you do?
Yeah.
Say it.
Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Yes. I fuck with that.
What about Norman Reedus from Walking Dead? as Ghost Rider.
Yeah, everyone says that just because he rode a fucking motorcycle.
Yeah, but he's also a fucking badass, dude. He
He's
looks
sick.
mean as shit. He looks like he would sell his soul to the devil, and then his shit would turn into a flaming skull. Like, yeah, that's what he looks like. Doesn't he?
Okay, the passion really came
Dude,
out
because
there.
I'm just saying, like, this guy, yeah. I think I would cast him as Ghost Rider. But Ryan Gosling would be cool.
Dude, Ryan Gosling
I
could
think that
play
they
like
should play someone
anyone. He could
else.
play Sue Storm if he wanted. Sorry.
Gender swap, invisible girl.
What did I say in the group chat? Oh my god.
Isn't that her name?
What did I say? Fucking, I don't know. You're making fun of She-Hulk and stuff. I was like, gender swap, Mr. Fantastic. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. You were saying that.
they're really like just going all out, which is fine.
Yeah.
But when someone says MCU, I think it's so funny.
Yeah.
I think the saddest part about the new Marvel is the VFX.
Like visual?
It's the saddest part of the whole process. One, it doesn't look good. Two, the people don't get paid enough. Three, they get treated like shit because they have to pump out 14 movies in a fucking year. Four, it looks like shit.
Yeah. Like
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I
people are
mean?
saying that Marvel should just kind of like slow down and focus on, quality over quantity. That's like the biggest thing right now for Marvel.
Right.
But all I'm saying is, even if Marvel is nerfing their own shit, DC is still miles behind, dude. It's not even like it's a competition, but I was just talking
Dude.
about this. Like, DC has got some work to do to catch up. And the thing is, there's some fucking really cool shit to talk about DC, actually. A win for DC, dude. You know what they did just like yesterday or 2 days ago? Matt Reeves is... Oh, fuck, dude. It's actually really cool. Matt Reeves announced that they're in the writing phases for the Batman 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which is awesome. I'm happy to hear that we have a sequel coming.
Yeah.
But also DC's been just canceling shit last second lately, so let's just keep our fingers crossed for now.
Yeah. I was going to say, you're like, DC needs to get their shit together. And I was about to say, dude, the last like 4 DC like projects have been fucking good.
I didn't watch any of like the shows that they've been coming out with.
The Batman, the Suicide Squad, Shazam, Peacemaker, like all that shit is
Shazam-
fucking good.
Shazam 2 comes out what, next year?
Yeah, Fury of the Gods.
Yeah.
Black Adam
Black
comes
Adam is
out
this
like
year.
next month or
Oh,
something. bullshit.
really?
This
Really?
month maybe? I don't know.
Is it August or September?
I don't know.
Maybe neither. But I know that another thing I was going to say, like another win for DC, is that they are having, from what it sounds like, Matt Reeves is going to kind of take on that mantle of potentially being DC's Kevin Feige.
So here's my idea, which is what I hope they're doing. They give him that kind of a role, but it's just like a Batman universe.
That's
not,
what it is.
Not
Yeah,
a
yeah.
DC
No, but
universe.
I think what they were saying is like they're giving him a project or like some sort of like creative freedom where he can create like a Superman movie in the same universe of that Batman,
Okay.
and then have them like be in a movie together, team up. We've seen the Batman and Superman thing though, man.
That's why I'm saying that I just want like a Batman universe. You know,
Yeah, I want it
you
to
get
stay-
Robin, you get Catwoman, you get fucking Nightwing, you get all these people,
Yes.
and you just kind of create this little like Batman universe.
Well, that's because there's so much story to tell within Gotham and all of its characters.
Yes.
There's so much, and they could just do so many movies
I
with
agree.
that.
The lore it runs deep.
Like, if they announced that they're gonna make a Nightwing movie, of course I'm going to see that.
Yeah, I
course.
mean it'd be cool. Speaking of fucking DC, the Joker 2, what do you think about that?
I didn't see the trailer for it
It wasn't really a
or
trailer.
a teaser. I just chose not to watch it because
It was literally nothing. It was literally like a silhouette of him and then her or some shit. And then it said the Joker 2.
so Lady Gaga is Harley Quinn, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be a musical.
Yeah. I don't know exactly, but that's what they're saying, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe Harley Quinn's just gonna like sing a couple songs, and it's not like an actual musical.
Yeah.
I would be kind of a little bit turned off, a little bit.
It
If
is
they
Lady
tried to turn
Gaga.
Well, I know, but like,
I'd say if they
honestly,
sung like
here's the
once, sung.
no, yeah, I think it'd be fine if there was music in it like a couple times, but I just think that altogether, this movie didn't need a sequel.
No, I
So,
agree.
That's why I'm like, already like, really, you're gonna make a second one, and it's gonna be a musical.
Here's the reason why. That movie, like, cost of making compared to how much they made is like the biggest difference of all time. They made like the most money of like all fucking time.
Okay, stop
Because they
while you're
made that
ahead.
movie for a nickel and some pocket lint, and then it made like fucking so much money.
Yeah,
So they're like, fuck it, we gotta make another, right?
yeah.
And I could see, the whole fucking Lady Gaga thing, because he's kind of older. I mean, and she's not old, but she's older than like Margot Robbie, right? I mean, I think, right?
It just, yeah.
She's a little more
It fits better.
here. She's a little more tenured in this society, right?
Yeah.
What a fucking cock way to say that.
Society.
Tenured. But I could kind of see that, I guess. But the whole musical decision, we're just gonna have to wait on that,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let me just say that I don't have any beef with musicals, but just the tone of the first movie doesn't feel like a musical would be appropriate for the sequel.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to see, man. And I guess we'll have to see about this Black Adam shit.
I've heard it tested bad, but
It looks
again,
like just the most like normal fucking superhero movie.
yeah.
I think the trailer is hilarious because it's so cheesy. I was a slave until I died, and then I was reborn a god. And I'm just like, the most cheesy fucking voiceover.
Well, that's just like the story from the comics. That's just like what Black
Is
Adam
it?
is.
Is it?
I think. You act like I know this shit, man.
I don't know.
what you're
Just
reading.
seriously, go watch the trailer and listen to the voiceover and tell me it's not the cheesiest fucking shit you've ever heard.
No, I've seen the trailer a few times.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about.
Then why are you dismissing it and why are you not laughing at it with me?
Oh well, I just I don't know. I don't know. I was trying to think like, was it really that cheesy? It didn't like strike a nerve to me.
It was. It's very
Oh, dude,
noticeable.
no, actually, there's a movie that I just saw recently, fucking so good. Bullet Train.
Oh yes, dude.
That movie
that is
surprised
so good.
me. See, you were telling me, you're like, I want to go see this movie. I was like, yeah, I'd go see it. It looks fine. I didn't think, I wasn't like, even when I went, I was like, I don't really, it's just a movie that I'll see. Sure, why not? And then as I'm watching, I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
I've told you
This
that.
is such a good movie. Dude, it's such a nice surprise. Such a nice surprise.
I told you, dude.
And it was a breath of fresh air. It wasn't just like that watered down, major studio production like a Marvel movie. It was something different, and it wasn't. You know what I'm trying to say?
It was made by a lot of the same people who made Deadpool 2.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's how you can kind of see the style. But I was telling you, dude, I'm like, that movie's fucking good. Like, straight up.
Yeah.
It's fucking
This
funny.
is what I want to say is, I think best performance, or at least my favorite character from the movie, Tangerine, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
I think his character was the most likable.
No, wait. Yeah. That's who. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Lemon was his brother
He was good.
or something.
Yeah.
But dude, also, Malik and I were saying this. Brad Pitt was actually like really funny in that movie.
He's funny as shit in that movie.
Like,
He's funny as fuck in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
no, you're right. Brad Pitt is dope. I like Brad Pitt.
He's my favorite actor, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Just a lot of his movies are like my top movies, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, if you guys haven't seen that movie, you
Bullet
gotta go
Train.
give that a shot, man. It is funny as shit. And like,
Pretty good story too.
it's such a good looking movie, dude. I love the vibrance. I love the style, you
Mhm.
know?
That's what
I
I was
love
saying. It's
the-
different. It's different.
I love the like kind of whodunit type of deal going on. You got all these different stories coming in to one, and it doesn't feel like forced, you know?
Yeah,
It just kind of feels pretty fluid for how much is going on.
yeah. For sure. Yeah, yeah. And it's not like very convoluted either. Like you can kind of understand, like when they introduce different characters and like do the flashbacks that they do or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it all, like you said, it flows very well,
Mm-hmm.
and it just feels like one congruent story. So it's
Yeah.
really nice.
Very good movie.
But yeah.
I'll tell you what movie not to see is Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I have no
I
more to say about that
Did
movie.
not think it looked good. Honestly.
God damn, it's not. Tell you that much.
Is it like
not good?
out of 10? Wyatt scale.
Oh, no. Me and Ari came up with it, right? So we got the Javon scale. We got the Ari rating, because I will ask her shit. And then she's got the Wyatt's weigh-in.
Wyatt's weigh-in. What is Ari's?
The what is it? The fucking
Ari's rating?
rating. I don't fucking know. She made it some dumb shit. No offense.
And then
But then she came up with Wyatt's weigh-in, and I was like, that's kind of good,
that
actually.
is really dope. That is really dope.
But Wyatt's weigh-in, 4 out of 10 maximum. You
Really?
know?
What about Bullet Train?
Oh, fucking 9.2 straight up.
Really?
Like, that shit is good as fuck.
It is a really good movie.
What about you?
I was gonna say like 8.9.
So, I mean,
Like almost a 9.
pretty much the same thing. I just was having such a good time watching that movie, you know?
That's
one of
that's another
those.
thing. Is it's like it's really fun to watch.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
They got so many fucking big actors in that movie.
I know.
Like, damn.
Little cameo at the end. I'm not gonna spoil it. But like,
Bad Bunny, dude.
Oh yeah.
The wolf. He goes, "Arrgh!" He's like howling. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, I want to talk about spoilers, kind of, just because there's certain parts about that movie I want to talk about.
Very good. Next time, I think we should wrap it up here.
Yeah, makes sense.
Gotta go to bed.
Yeah. Oh shit, I have work tomorrow too. But yeah. All right, man.
How do we wrap this up? I don't even know. I
We'll
don't remember
see.
how to do
Well-
it. So make sure you guys go follow our Instagram at RBD_podcast.
You can follow our personal accounts as well.
Yes.
Mine would be Javon_Hinton. And Wyatt's is 3 Wyatt.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna do one of the random people like you
Oh,
always do.
yeah. I forgot I did that.
Mine is at Brad Pitt. But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning
mine's
in.
at Andrew Tate.
Dude.
I forgot about that fucking guy.
I was gonna talk about Andrew Tate on this episode, but I think it'd be better suited for next time.
What an alpha male, dude.
'Cause, yeah, if we're having other people on the next one, there's Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
Thank you for spending time out of your day, night, whatever time, to listen to us. You can just say that.
Make sure you guys give us like a 5-star rating. That would be pretty awesome. Go ahead and subscribe to our fucking podcast here.
Yes. Whether you listen on
Or
Spotify,
Spotify
Apple,
is follow, right? Or something like that. Or like.
like it. You know what? Just do good shit to the podcast, right? You know what we need, what would help. Just do that. That'd be great.
I got a quick short story.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
All right. Maybe next time.
Being completely honest, I was gonna fart on the mic, but it snuck back up into me.
All right, so maybe next time.
So you guys are lucky. You guys are lucky for that.
I'm lucky. We're in my room.
I could have gave myself pink eye though. That would have been kind of funny if I fart on the mic and then shove it back in my face.
You fart on my pillow that I'm gonna sleep on, dude. We both get pink eye.
About that. I didn't even think about that. Okay, yeah. Thank you guys for listening to our ramblings. It got kind of serious in the beginning, though.
Kind of throughout, man. We were just kind of spitting a little
really
bit.
Deep there for a minute.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to come back on a semi-regular basis, right?
Yeah.
I think we got some in the pot for next episode. We might just have. It might be kind of chaotic, but I think we're going to have a bunch of our buddies on here.
Yeah.
Just kind of fuck around, have a good time. You know, that's what this podcast is all about, man.
No agenda.
Having a good time.
That's right.
That's what we should have called this podcast, is Good Time.
We can always change it.
We can't, no.
No, you're right.
We're knee deep. We're tit deep in this.
We're balls deep in RBD. Go check us out on Instagram at RBD_podcast. You already got our personals. Leave a like, a rating, and review. And be sure to follow us. And then we will give you a hug and a kiss on the forehead and tuck you into bed.
All right, you fucking losers. Take it easy. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
And end it. And
no, cut it. Just
and had
nope.
and
Stop.
end it.